Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Spurly, and it's been quite a minute since I've made a video. And most people, when they take a long time to make when they stop making videos that they're inactive, usually they spend a good part of their video explaining their inactivity and things like that. And so I guess I'll kind of do that for now because that seems to be the norm. Also, it's kind of the whole reason I'm doing this commentary. So, if you don't know, I just graduated from high school in May, the end of May. The third week of May, I graduated high school, and so this has been kind of like my last summer in like my town that I live with, and it's kind of at first I didn't think it was this big thing, but now like the more things that I do, the more I realize like, yep, this is the final hurrah. So I've been intentionally taking a lot of time and putting it towards that. Mostly like when you play video games, like when you're a YouTube commentator of any kind of size, like large or small, you really are involved in video games more than the average person is. Like the average person doesn't just hop on, whenever they feel like playing, have a good game, like a YouTube game, and they're not comfortable enough in front of a microphone. Like right now, I've had a couple, and so I feel pretty comfortable with anything. But it takes something to be comfortable to make YouTube videos, and that makes it come off so it's like sounds natural and you sound entertaining to listen to, and you don't really have that unless you are in practice of making videos. And so that's kind of, I don't know, I've been kind of missing out on that part, and so there's that. And so I'm basically just gonna tell you, like, see, that's another thing I keep saying "and so" because I haven't been making videos for a while, so I don't really have smooth transitions or anything like that, so I kind of just gotta go with it. And so, okay, I'm sorry, but so tonight, I did it again. So, fuck. This past last little bit over the summer, I've been kind of just taking time, like I said, to just kind of absorb everything. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop every time I say "and so." And I've been taking just kind of this time to enjoy everything, hang out with a lot of friends, focus on that, because this is the last period of my life in this little kind of era. So recently what I've been doing is I've been just kind of hanging out and going and doing things. So the first thing I did was, not the first thing I did, but one of the notable talking points was I went to this one party, and it kind of was like, it wasn't anything special, but we kind of didn't know it was going to be really small. And so when me and my friend, we kind of crashed it, like we knew the person having it, we knew that they'd be okay with us going, so we went, and it was just kind of like the smaller thing, and it was just a bunch of really hot girls, and it was a pool party, and it was amazing. Like the hottest girls in my class were in it, and so like that was a lot of fun. And the thing that I did was I drank a lot of whiskey and a lot of beer to the point of blacking out, at which point I jumped into the pool with all of my clothes on. And so that started a trend, and then the next party I went to, I followed the same formula, and I ended up in a pool with my clothes on again. And that's kind of how those two parties went. I jumped into pools, and I made it home. I made it, like, I woke up in either a friend's bed or my bed or something like that, and so I was safe through that. And then one of the next notable things in talking about is I went to this place. It's kind of like this big tourist town near me, and it's just kind of filled with like tourist things like that, and like go-karts and like amusement parks and roller coasters and things like that. So we went and we messed around there. We ran around at the amusement park. We played we went on a bunch of rides and stuff like that. And then that night I played Edward 40 Hands. I won. No, I came in second place with Edward 40 Hands. And that's where you take 40s and you duct tape them to each hand, and then you can't take them off until you finish them. And so it's kind of a race to see who can finish first, and I came second on that. And then we went to go-karts the next morning, and this old guy tried to fight us, and I bought an asp. My friend bought some brass knuckles, and this old guy tried to fight us, and we had these brass knuckles, and we went to the store when we bought these basically illegal items, and this fat bitch was just kind of being a bitch, and like we started yelling at her, and then so she kept trying to come out and get our license plate number, and we ended up just driving in reverse through the whole street so that she couldn't see the back of the car to get the license plate number, because in our state you only have to put a license plate on the back, and so she didn't see the front, so she didn't know what our license plate number was, and so that was a lot of fun. And I've been just kind of doing things like that, and tonight was actually really cool because tonight I made, well, like today, like I like made myself a fake ID, which is awesome because if you're proficient in computers, you can make yourself a passable fake ID enough where you can get beer and stuff like that, and gas stations and package stores and stuff like that. So today I made my fake ID, and then I went to a gas station and I bought a case, and that worked, and I was surprised when it worked. So then we went over to a liquor store and I bought a bunch of whiskey and bourbon and stuff like that. And so I bought actually really nice bourbon. And I actually I visited the distillery this weekend, like with my family and like mainly my dad. And my dad really loved it, and it was like it's called Woodford Distillery, the Woodford Distillery. And so I saw some of their whiskey at the package store, so I bought some of that for me. The double oaked, it's the really high end whiskey, and it's very smooth. And so after this commentary, I'm gonna go have some Victory whiskey, like Victory gin, but George Orwell joke. And then we made and that worked, and so I'm really excited about that, but I'm not going to post a picture of that because it seems like a bad idea to post a picture of your fake ID. And then later tonight, I met up with a group of friends, and we were like hanging like around, like we met up at my school, like my high school that I graduated from. And at that point, we like some of the friends were going on top of it, like half the group went on top of the school, and that's kind of like a common thing. Now, like I mean, it's not like everybody does it. It's not like everybody does it, but in actuality, like only the cool kids get to the top of climb on top of the school and climb on the roof. And so it's actually a fairly large school, and so they went up to the top, and we were like, nah, we're gonna stay. And we had this handle of vodka, and I was just kind of messing around, and I was like opening doors to see if they would open, and sure enough, one of them opened, and we were like, hell yeah. And something about my school, which none of you guys know, is that we really are focused on sports, and so we have a really large basketball stadium. It's actually the biggest in the state, and we have the largest basketball stadium in our state. And so we got inside there, and so we were on half court taking we took a couple pictures of us at half court, with the handle and a volleyball and stuff like that. And we were kind of playing around there, and then half our group that went to the top of the school, they saw a bunch of cops, and they were like, yeah, let's get out of here. There's a bunch of cops. So we were like, yeah, we need to get out of here. But we decided if we ran out of the school, we'd get caught. So we stayed behind inside of the we hid out in the bathroom for a while. Then eventually we left, but on the way out, we were like, well, we don't want to get caught. And if we do get caught, we don't want to get caught with some vodka. And so at that point, I was holding the vodka. I wiped the vodka down, and I put it in a trash can. But it only got halfway inside the trash can. And so and then we left, and then we each went our separate ways. And then tonight I was getting nervous about it, and I was like, I need to go get this. So I made a phone call. I picked someone up, and we went back inside the school. We broke back in. I went in. I grabbed that bottle, and we got the hell out of there. And this has been my summer so far. I apologize for the black screen, and I hope this video is not long enough where you guys don't watch it. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this is entertaining, and I'll see you guys next time.